And turn has advanced.
Indeed it has. Shall we watch the turn?
We shall.
It is happening.
Yes. He didn't put anything at all in East Central Europe.
Oh, man.
So that means it's possible he finished the 2 bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible he finished a 2 bonus. Let's see.
Yeah.
What if? So what he could have done is he deployed 4 the first. Well, no, he didn't. He deployed 5 the first time, I should say. Second turn, he deployed 5 again. So what he could have done is hit with a 3 first turn. Second turn, done nothing, which is weird. And then third turn, he's like, you know what? He won't expect this. Deploy 5 elsewhere and attack with 2 3s.
Yep.
So he could do it. If he did it and he won, then he has been more successful with 3s this game than I have.
That would be 3 attacks of 3, which is about 50, what, 51%, 52%, something like that.
The only thing is, I think he would have deployed 1 if he, well, at least 1 or 2, I don't know. Maybe not. On the second turn if he lost his first 3. So it seems to me like we can reasonably...
If he lost his first 3, only suffered 1 loss, he could still attack with 2, but then he wouldn't have enough to do it this turn. So I think that he succeeded. He must have succeeded the first time.
Well, wait. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he lost his first 3, but still had 2 left to attack with, so he didn't need to place anything over there. See what I'm saying? He basically did what I did.
But then he wouldn't. Then he wouldn't have enough guys to even attack with 2 3s the following turn.
Yes.
Remember, if he
no,
deployed all
there's
5,
a 30% chance that he would just have another guy survive. I mean, there's a 30% chance.
He wouldn't be able to survive with 2 guys that could attack out. He could survive with 1 guy that could attack out.
Yeah, I know. There's a 30% chance of that happening.
Wait. Yeah.
That you attack with 2 and you keep them both. There's a 30% chance.
But that's 30% chance of 1 guy surviving.
Of 2 guys surviving. The one guy that can attack.
Yeah, 1 guy that can attack. Plus his 5 income. That's
6. Right? Yeah. I was like,
wow.
what are you?
I don't know.
What are you saying here?
Somehow I miscounted. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. So he might have done that. It's uncertain whether he will attack this turn or not, though.
It really is.
He might. He could attack with up to 20 if he did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If he got his bonus, then he could hit with 20.
But he definitely could have possibly not.
Definitely, possibly, yes.
It is a definite possibility.
Yes.
Was what I was saying in different words.
Mm-hmm. You are correct. It is a definite possibility.
We are still a turn and a half from a reinforcement card, so yeah.
Yep. So we need 3 pieces. I'm going for a 3-hit in Hanan.
Now, he hasn't... They missed a card piece at least once as well.
Yeah. Robert E. Lee definitely missed.
And if he attacks with everything, chances are they missed another one. Because there's no way he'd have enough left over to get another territory.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Unless he hit with like 5 and then he was finishing it this turn, which would mean I don't even need to worry about him attacking me this turn anyway. Because he could hit with 18 and he would suffer.
Yeah, as long as you can get 1 card piece out of the next 2 turns, then I think we'll get a card a turn before they do. So, even if he's aggressive, I think that you'll be able to survive an Italian peninsula until you can finish your bonus, and then you'll be able to stabilize easily.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, I think I'll be okay. Hopefully.
Yep. Okay. For me, I'm just attacking South Connoisseur with 12. First move.
Makes sense.
Going to be destroying this guy.
And you're hitting Northern Horn with 4, I guess?
Yes, Northern Horn with 4, second move. And then grouping up my other leftovers in Tanzania. Next turn I'll probably take both Sudan, South Sudan, and Congo.
Makes sense. And then you'll be able to use those guys to take Central African Republics.
Yep.
Yes. Amazing.
Indeed.
Alright, then, Yeah, hopefully they are actually in Brazil. That would be great if they were in Brazil. I would love that.
Yep. Yeah, my moves are simple. I'm committing. No. What are you doing exactly?
I'm just gonna. I think it's fairly obvious what I need to do here. I'm just gonna hit with 3 in Hanan and place 2 in Italy, and just sit.
That'll give you 18 defending. Yeah, that should give you fine defenses.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. 18 should kill. Let's assume defender has 18. Looks like I'm more likely to kill 13, but I could kill 12 as well.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll kill 13 if he hits with if he hits me at all. If he attacks with 20, he's likely to kill 12. So I would be down to 6, and he would be down to, if he lost 13, he would be down to 8. 7 that could attack. If he plays 7 more, then he'd have 14 to attack. I could defend that because with 6 I could place 5 more to get 11, and then the next turn I would have a card. So I could defend it more readily. And hopefully during this time, if that sort of situation occurs, you could work your way up to Mediterranean Algeria.
Yeah.
Depending on...
I could work my way up there.
Depending on if we find somebody in Brazil or not.
Yeah.
If someone's in Brazil, then of course you should not focus your efforts on getting to Mediterranean Algeria. Of course.
Well, I might be able to still... I just won't focus on getting Central Africa captured.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. Libya and Mediterranean Algeria. Although Libya is the 4, so that's a little annoying.
Well. Oh, well.
Anyway, I'm good to go.
Okay.
I guess I'll go ahead and commit.
Yep, you do that.
All right, want to watch the turn?
I do. Let's go.
Watching. He placed nothing in... Oh, he placed 2. Okay.
So he still needed to deploy guys to finish his bonus. And you got a card, and there he is. Be cool.
Ha-ha! Looks like we got him!
Yep.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Boom.
Yeah.
He's probably like, the fuck?
How did they know?
Oh, God. That is... Imagine something like that happening to us. This is like a perfect counterplay.
Yeah, basically. I would say that
if you don't have knowledge of this happening, you are just totally screwed.
Poor guy. What can you do, man? What can you do? It's a tough life, man. Being red, be cool. Being cool is real tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so anyway, North Kono, sir, he can defend it with up to 9, 12.
Yeah, he'd have 12.
You can hit with 16, which won't kill him.
I'm thinking of just putting enough in Northern Horn to hit with 3s, and then I would be able to attack him with 12. It would keep the stacks low, and it would increase my income up to 12. Not sure if it... Would he even defend that, though?
What other choice does he have here, honestly? I mean, really.
I guess, but...
I mean, what's he gonna do other than defend North Kono, sir? Except, like, maybe... I mean, seriously, what the crap can he do? He's screwed. He is literally screwed down there. Can you come up with anything that he can do here? I mean...
Gift. What? His teammate is not in great position to help.
No, he's really not. If they gift, I will destroy
he needs to put
Robert
everything
E.
there
Lee.
and blockade. If he...
Oh, you're right. He does need to blockade.
That's what he needs to do.
Yep.
So let's see. If he gets 12, I need 20 to break it. Not gonna happen.
Well, if you hit with 16, you'll be able to break him next turn.
If I hit him
Even if he blockades. If you hit with 16, then
I'd kill like 9. Between 9 and 10.
It's more likely to kill 10.
Yeah, 60% of killing 10. Then he'd have another 10 there. It would basically go back up to 10.
That would be the
lose
size
7, so I'd have to deploy another 7. Okay, yeah. So what I guess
I think that's good.
The issue though is we won't get a card this turn because
why is that a big deal? Because they won't get one either if he defends North Kono Sur.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay. Well, actually, we're only one piece away, right? Yeah. If you can hit North China with 3,
I'm gonna hit it with 4. I don't see why not.
Then we'll get a card. So that's all we needed.
Just because even if he places all 7 in East Central Europe, assuming he took or he tried to take a 2 bonus elsewhere, if he tried to take a 3, it still won't matter. We'll get a card next turn, so yeah. That's what's important. I'll be able to stabilize no matter what. If he hits with 8 plus what he has, that's 23. If he hits with 7, that's 22. Neither of those is enough to take me down enough. 22 would kill, let's see, I think it's 13. Maybe 14. No, not very likely to kill 14. So 14 is what he would kill if he was hitting with 23. In other words, if he had a 3 bonus elsewhere. I don't know if he could... Yeah, he could take a 3 bonus, couldn't he? With what he's done? He placed everything, so he had...
Only if he got good leftovers.
Yeah, I think you're right. If he used 3... If he won his 3 hit, sat for a turn, placed everything, and hit with 2 more 3s...
Yeah, actually, I think it's quite reasonable that he would have a 3 bonus right now. As long as it's one that is easier to take than East China, because, for example, in East China, you have the 2 far ends, which are you can't really get to very efficiently with leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as he doesn't have one that's like that, then you should be able to. Like, for example, one that you can do in an exact chain, like East Canada or South Canada, those would work fine. Either any of the Canadas.
Yeah, any of the Canadas would be fine for him.
Northwest Africa would have worked. Southeast Asia could have worked.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there are a lot of 3 bonuses that could have worked. Russian Far East can't really. You have to hit with a 3 in Primorsky, although it's still possible.
Well, he could have done that first turn and then used that 3 that time.
You're right.
To deploy anything to move it back. So that's still technically possible.
You're correct. Although that would be a little strange.
Yeah.
Because he would be hitting with 6 in Magadan. And it's like, okay. Well, that's a little awkward.
Yep.
But he could do that. Yeah, so I'll just hit with 4 to guarantee it, because it's sort of a big deal.
Yeah, considering he deployed all 5 of his income that one turn, seems likely that, or not really likely, but plausible that, for example, it could have been like something like South Canada.
I could see that.
So he takes Alberta, doesn't take another territory until he deploys all 5, and then he attacks 3 and 3. And then he deploys how much? 3 more income, so he can get the next one. So he probably attacked with 4 and then moved the leftovers in from the other one.
Probably.
So for example, that would have been a good. That would explain away the fact of putting all 5 income there. Some of the other ones, the 5 income is a little bit stranger.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what he was thinking there. What makes the most sense to me is that he just hit with a 3 and it failed the first time, but he had 2 left to attack with. That's what makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, you don't need to place anything to take a spot now. Basically the same thing that happened with me in East China, missing that spot in South China.
Indeed.
But anyway, we don't know. We can't know for now. We can just guess. Alright, let's see what yours are. Oh yeah, simple enough. Just take him out, son! Take him out!
Yep. And then I'll finish the bonus next turn, I guess. I should be able to do that. Well, no, if I have to deploy 7 in South Kunasura, I won't be able to finish the bonus, but I'll be able to get South Sudan at least.
I don't think that's necessarily a big deal, really.
Or actually, if I change my move, so from Northern Horn, I only send 1 guy down, then I can do it so I can hit both with 3s.
I like that. It gives you more opportunities, although it doesn't. It does mean you can't.
It still
just
means I can guarantee it.
Well,
by putting one guy in the southern horn.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can't guarantee without placing anything.
True, but in what situation will I need to place anything?
That's a good question. Probably none. Yeah. None that I can think of, anyway.
It's like that's why it's like by nature I did it like that, because it would let me guarantee it without doing anything next turn.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. I think the risk is negligible.
Yeah, I don't think you'll need to. I don't think
it's not like Robert E. Lee is in Central Africa, because he would have the bonus.
Yeah, if he was in Central Africa, he'd have it by now.
And I find it highly doubtful that Be Cool is in equatorial states right now.
Yeah, that would.
Although if he was, really, if someone went to Congo, I wouldn't really want to take that anyways. I would rather like move the guys down to Tanzania or something. I don't know. Or I would probably use him last move to hit Congo itself after he moves out.
He's in so much trouble right now. I mean, really, he is in so much trouble. He can buy a little time with a blockade, but that's it.
I mean, really, it's the best course of action he could have. Like, for example, do that and then gift, like, Bolivia.
Oh, ugh, I don't see that working. I really don't.
It won't work in the long term, but that's how bad their position is right now.
Yeah, that's really bad.
When you do a counter like this, the whole reason we did this is because it can't be stopped, really.
Yeah, it's not really something they can. Yeah, it's basically you're screwed from the get-go over here.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like this was very common on the old 2v2 map. On this one, it's a lot harder to do this, though, because you can't really predict them as clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we predicted that other team by going to Yakusha. By having the one-turn Yakusha to counter Siberia. And this is very similar to that.
See, that was pretty neat. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing there? Yeah, we saw this coming.
I mean, if you can do a combo or something, which specifically counters another likely combo, those are pretty good to do now. I really think that they are. As we've been playing this map more and more, they seem to be getting stronger and stronger. So.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at how powerful South Africa is on this. I mean,
it's huge.
It's really its only weakness is Central Africa. That is its. I mean, you could use Libya if you somehow overlapped and got last pick and knew they had, or if you expected the other team to pick Southern Africa, then Libya could be okay. Nobody expects you
to pick Southern Africa, and at least not yet. The meta has not developed to that point.
Yeah, it could in the future, of course.
South Africa could definitely be very important in the future.
Because it's pretty powerful and it's generally unexpected.
It's so rare.
Yeah, like Central America.
When it's possible to combo it, it's so rare.
Yeah, just like Central America, man. Central America. I really like Central America. Have I made that clear enough?
Central America is very good too. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
It's just a central location that for some reason people just sort of ignore. They're like, meh, I mean...
Well, mainly because it loses to South Africa in a straight fight.
You're right. That is a lot of it.
If, for example, there was like a wasteland or two in South America, then it does get a lot stronger. But it loses some of the counter potential as well because of that.
Yeah.
So I think it really depends on the exact board.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, yeah, I could totally agree. I mean, for example, we did see that other team one time go for the triple pick, or the teamwork for the one turn 3 bonus.
Teamwork. When
they
did this
got
happen?
Central America. They got Central America on the first turn by using a teammate to help hit and weaken a territory.
Oh yeah. That's the weirdest thing ever, though. Why would you even bother with that? 3 picks to get 1 bonus. It's like, what?
Yeah, I mean it's a huge commitment.
It has.
But it worked out in that game specifically. But they won for other reasons, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't really think it's worth it because you give up so much coverage to go for a 1 turn 3 bonus instead of a 1 turn 2 bonus.
Yeah, generally it's just. I mean, it's neat. It is neat, but it's like really how. I mean, unless you really expect someone to start in South America or North America, then what's the point? You can't really make immediate use of that income.
I guess the biggest strength of that specifically would be going to the Azores with,
You're right.
9 or
That
9
would be
or 10
nice.
guys on turn 2.
You're right. That is pretty powerful against Western Europe and East Canada and North Africa and I guess Southwest or Northwest Africa as well. So it is actually pretty powerful. I shouldn't.
Like I said, it really depends on the board.
That.
But if West Europe and East Canada are very likely and decent picks, then it does grow a little bit stronger, I guess, because of that counter potential.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the Azores on turn 2 with 9 to 10 guys is huge.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
Okay, well, anyways, our moves look pretty good. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really?
They really just were unfortunate that they got comboed. I mean, they got countered perfectly. It happens.
Yeah, really. I mean, whew. They have a long road back. Let's just say that. They're gonna have to make some really big plays to stay in this game.
Yep. Like magically appearing in Congo. We'll see if that happens. I don't think it will, but that would be something that might get them back in the game.
Yeah, if they're in equatorial states now and went to Congo, that would do it. But if they're any later than that, I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think it's viable for them to be there at all, considering that, how he was in Southern South America.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's technically possible, but very unlikely.
Yeah, I think what makes more sense is he could just be in St. Helena right now. But the thing is, if he's going to place enough guys to hit equatorial states, because he would have just hit it with a 4. And that still doesn't really make sense to me for you to hit St. Helena with a 4, but South Kono Sur with a 3.
Yeah. It would have been better to do it the other way around.
That's a little weird. But he could have hit them both with 3s, but even then, he'd still need to place more guys to hit equatorial states. And if he did that, he's giving up North Kono Sur. So,
yep.
This is hard.
Yep, so if it looks like they are giving up North Kono Sur, then next turn I'm hitting Congo with a lot.
I'd say that's reasonable.
Well, we'll see if it comes to that when turn advances.
Indeed!